MuscularDevelopment.com. We are out here at Pearl Street Gym in Long Branch, New Jersey, and I stumbled across something yesterday, and I had to come out here on a Sunday to capture this. This is Nick Scott. He's obviously a wheelchair bodybuilder and known throughout the world. But, I didn't know much about him until, I got to talk to him a little bit today and get to know what he does. And I stumbled upon a production here of a documentary that's being filmed. That's going to debut at the Arnold Sports Expo. So, Nick, tell us a little bit about yourself, how you got involved in bodybuilding. I know you got a pretty interesting career you built here, so tell us how you got started.
Okay, basically, I was in an accident back in August of '98. My left front tire blew out, and I rolled my car 5.5 times. And in midair, my own car hit me in the back, and it broke my back and damaged my spine at T12L1. I got titanium rods in my back like this with bolts like that. Well, I got depressed, and I asked the Lord, why me? Because, it's like, what do you do in that situation? I was 16 at the time, and I felt like I didn't have nothing. One day I looked in the mirror, and I looked in the dresser next to me, and I found a mirror, and it was the first time I saw myself. My weight went up to 300 pounds, and I was just disgusted, so I swore to myself I would never look like that again. Then going back to the gym in high school, it just killed me that much more, but I realized if I couldn't do anything, the one thing I could be, it was stronger than everybody, and that's what I focused. And from there, I became a 2-time world powerlifting champion, and eventually graduated at my Ottawa University for my diploma in business administration. Then I getting into bodybuilding, I just Googled it. I was like, hey, it was the fall of 2005. I was like, I wonder if they had bodybuilding for people like me.
See them playing basketball, skiing, they're doing everything. Why not bodybuilding?
Yeah, it's like, I don't want to play basketball. That ain't me. I like to lift weights. So I Googled and I barely found anything, and eventually came up to the Wheelchair Nationals in March of 2006. I was like, awesome. I was like, I'll just compete. Let me just teach myself what I need to do first. So I did. So I flew down there and I lost. And I was just pissed. So then I was like, but I realized, it's like, this is amazing. I told the other guys, it's like, hey, this is amazing, and we need to let the world know about it. But I was laughed at. So how things came about, I just went home and I Googled how to build a website, taught myself how to build a website, built it, launched it in a few weeks, and I wanted to lead the sport by example. So I just competed guest pose throughout the country, and eventually one thing led to another. Now I've competed guest pose about 48 times since March of 2006.
Wow, that's great. And you did also some ballroom dancing, I understand, too, in the wheelchair?
Yeah, I do a little bit of ballroom dancing.
I've never seen a bodybuilder do ballroom dancing, let alone with a wheelchair with spinners and neons on.
Yeah, and how that came about, I was at the Arnold Expo at the 2009, and I was working one of the booths, and a woman interviewed me because she was with the entertainment company, and that just happened to Aubree Marchione.
Yes. Hi, how are you?
That's my partner. But she interviewed me, and it was at the end of the day, and I was tired, and make a long story short, she didn't really want to interview me, and I didn't really want to be interviewed, but we just
forced them to do the interview. And
what's your name, by the way?
I'm Robert Nuzzie. I run 2B Entertainment Productions, and we were the ones that actually were there at the Arnold in 2008 and did the interview with Nick. And I don't know, after that it just led to other things, and now we're here filming a documentary with him, and he's a great guy. How can you not love him,
That's great. And so tell us how did this come about? You met at the expo and decided to do a documentary?
Well, we met at the expo, and I persuaded Nick to come and try dancing. So we've actually known each other for more than a year, about 2 years, and we, just from dancing together, we've got to know each other, and we just thought that his story was so great, and that's why we decided to do the documentary on him. So that's kind of how the documentary is very new, and it should be done in February, and it will actually premiere at the Arnold in 2011.
Well, you guys out there is going to be at the Arnold, March 3rd, 4th, 5th. So make sure you stop in, I don't know where it's going to be, one of those millions of rooms they have there, to check out this documentary. So tell us, I saw you, I was filming this, coming in and showing the lead in. You're filming this from his perspective, everything from his perspective?
Yeah, the concept of the documentary, it's a little different than a normal documentary. We're basically doing a lot of reenactments, and it's coming from Nick's perspective. We want to show people, we could never really put them in his shoes, but we want to show them from his eyes what he experienced as he went through his challenges, and after the accident, how he accomplished things and came back to be the person he is today. And he's a motivation to all of us, I think. Yeah.
Great, Nick. So I'm looking forward to seeing this. So we're going to take a step downstairs a little bit. You see this gym here is a beautiful gym. I mean, I've never seen a gym like this in my life. I'll maybe have to show you a little bit of a tour of the place. But he's going to show us a little bit of these couple of crazy little exercises he does, maybe with some chains. I know he's a strong guy, so I appreciate the strong guy. So we'll go down and take a look and see what he's got. So, Nick, for muscledevelopment.com, I want to thank you, and we'll see what you got down there, all right? And best of luck with everything. I'm definitely going to be seeing this documentary. So everybody out there, check out, I don't know, what's it going to be titled?
It's going to be titled, the working title right now is Perspective, the Nick Scott story, but anything could change, but that's what we're going with as of now.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right, I saw this on MD. So these big guys doing dips with this weight. Well, I'm just gonna warm up with one chain.
Hey, those are a little heavier than the ones I've seen people using too.
It's a little bit. $13, $14, $15. I can look like I'm struggling. One chain. Reach down and grab the second one. This one's a little bit longer. There you go.
Aren't you supposed to say, yeah, motherfucker, or something like that?
Yeah, motherfucker. Does it look more intense when I do that?
Oh, yeah.
I can make this look struggling. Not really. There's a few reps for you. That's how we do it.
So you have a gym like this by you, or you just you ever seen anything like this place?
No, there's no gym like that I've been in compared to a gym like this. It's just a hardcore feel to it, and I don't know, even just that little rack. It looks like a torture device from Hannibal Lecter.
That's what I
See, you know? I mean, really, it's like this is one unbelievable gym. And when we started like doing the documentary here, I mean, it's like Rocky style. I mean, you can't beat a gym like this. I don't know. It's just like one of those dream gyms that you wish that that you had close by you, that you can just train all the time, because it's really about that atmosphere that draws you to push you to that next level. Because when you don't think you have it in you, it's all mental, but when you're in the atmosphere, you can push harder, you can focus, concentrate, you got to really visualize you can achieve it, because a lot of people just don't believe in themselves, and that's a secret. You got to believe mentally, and then you can push beyond physically. That's the secret, baby.
Good.
I can show everybody how to do this. Alright. Many people want to know, you've seen on my YouTube videos and everything, how do I do a pull-up in my wheelchair? Let me show you. Ready to see it's a belt? Nothing special, and at the end, it got a big old clip. So, a lot of people don't know how to do, in the wheelchair, do pull-ups. Just might as well attach the wheelchair and do pull-ups anyway. So, the easiest way is just hold it on your chin. Now you need to take the chain and go underneath your wheelchair, underneath your legs, on the other side of the wheelchair. Now, put it over the top, like so, because you're gonna go back underneath the wheelchair, back through here, so the chain is really There's going to be back attached right there. Now it's attached, it's more snug. That way you're just going to have to pull it up on your thighs and put it close to you. So now your legs are one with the wheelchair. So now you back yourself into a cement machine, and there's a reason for it. So now you get this low thing, now you can actually reach it. So when you're in the cement machine, just push up as high as you can go. Some go higher, but this is what we're working with right here. So just grab it, now pull yourself up in the wheelchair. If I had a little bit higher up, I would push even higher up so I can get a full range of motion. But this is as high as this machine goes, and I want to show you guys how I do a pull up in a wheelchair. Then you can go from that. I'd recommend putting the safety harness on there and make sure so this thing doesn't accidentally fall down and hit your head. But from that you can do pull-ups behind your neck, reverse. I mean, it's really no excuses. Just make it work, regardless if you're in a wheelchair or not. Because in reality, we all have disabilities. Except one of mine, you can see visibly. But I was dealt a hand and now I gotta deal with it. So just try to make the best I can. That's what life's really about.
So show us a little wheelchair deadlift you invented there.
All right. Basically, over the years, you know, I realized I couldn't perform a deadlift. So, but I analyzed the situation. It's actually, you can stimulate the same type of movement, except it's a partial movement of a deadlift. It's actually the peak position of the deadlift movement, really targeting a lot of back muscles. So if you're in a wheelchair, you want a different angle to do a deadlift, you can perform this. But I like to call this a wheelchair deadlift. Just sit on the bench like so. Keep the back straight, don't hunch. Just do the same movement as a deadlift. Wow! You can also do shrugs. That makes you that's how you do it, baby. It's that simple.
Now, you were talking that you had a titanium fused plate in your back, and how is?
Yeah, I got titanium rods in my back. Well, they said titanium's the toughest metal in the world. Oh, put that shit to the test. If it bends, I guess I'll just have to go in surgery and get them replaced now, won't I? I don't worry about my back hurting. I mean, I still support it. I didn't throw on a belt right there. That's not have enough weight to, worry about it. But
how much have you done deadlifting there like that?
In the cement machine. Just shrugging like over 500 pounds, and I could do 4 or 5 in the deadlift. I don't know about today, but I guess I'll give it a shot real quick. Let's see what happens.
See what happens. Now this guy, he's over here getting his own plates too. This one showed us. I was actually helping him out, so I'm not really over here watching this guy zoom around his wheelchair, but he seems to get his way around the gym pretty well.
Make it work.
I'm not doing a Robbie Duran, you know, just standing around to watch somebody load plates. You know, I was actually helping put them on, but I just want to show you how he does it. That was for you, Robbie. I got that. I'll tighten it up.
That's good. All right. All right. A little bit lower than I'm used to. Really not much rest. But what the hell, right? You gotta push beyond. Come on, Nick, practice what you preach. It's okay you're out of breath. Just add another 90 pounds. Just try and give it hell. All right, let's do it.
Oh, baby.
All right. A few of them for you. I'll wait a little bit longer to get more energy back, but that's how we do it. Wheelchair style, baby. I really would appreciate Muscular Development to come out and, you know, film my, you know, backstage stage scenes of my documentary as, you know, coming out to check out what I do. And, you know, wheelchair bodybuilding is growing, and it's just a matter of time to get more wheelchair athletes involved. And I try to be an advocate to push the sport of wheelchair bodybuilding as well as wheelchair dancing, because they tie into both. So I really appreciate you giving the time to come out here and, you know, taking one step closer to making wheelchair bodybuilding to a professional division. So thank you.
Thank you. Good job.
Thanks.
One thing I wanted to know is you had touched on this, you know, a moment ago, was, you know, it's this time of year, you know, it's New Year's resolution time. A lot of people out there are trying to get in the gym and, you know, maybe try to drop a couple pounds, and maybe someone else out there who, you know, maybe has a handicap, or maybe is, you know, trying to get that motivation to maybe get out and lose a couple pounds. You know, they're overweight, or, you know, maybe something happened in life, or, you know, they feel like they just can't do it. Maybe depression, maybe similar to what you went through. What can you tell someone like that, you know, to get out, find something, find a connection, to do something like you've done?
Okay, when I hit rock bottom, what I realized was I at least had a rock. And a lot of people will tell themselves, oh, I'll wait till the New Year's resolution, I'll do this and that. No, that's just making up excuses. If you want it, you don't need to wait, do it now. There's no excuse. An excuse is a well-planned lie. So if you want something, you have to achieve it. And a lot of people don't know how to get motivated. It's not getting motivated, it's finding out how to keep self-motivated. And I'm not here to preach, but I believe that it's embedded in every single one of us, because the fact that we're more able to give. We feel better when we give to somebody than we do for ourselves. I believe that Jesus gave his life for us, so naturally we believe we're embedded that we should give to others. Now, if you attach something, you should never do anything for yourself. You should always do something for somebody else, and you tie a reason with that for doing something with else. Because what I do is not for me. It's not about bodybuilding. It's not about dancing. It's about showing others that you can overcome and you can achieve anything. And when you do that, when you do something for other people, you then have a reason. Then you have a big enough reason why to do something. And that big enough reason why is going to give you a purpose to keep you self-motivated to do anything and achieve anything possible that you want. You just have to believe, follow your heart, and just pursue it.
That's a great statement there. It reminds me a little bit of Tony Little talking there, but, you know, give me But that's very good. I mean, so if you sitting out there on your couch, maybe sitting on your computer watching this, look at this guy. He's a great example. He should be out speaking everywhere to young kids out there, and maybe some addicts, maybe some people with tragedies in their life. You're a great story, and I'm glad I got a chance to spend a little time with you and see what you're about. So best of luck to you, brother. All right.